Welcome back to PJ Chen Design. This is PJ. Today I would like to show you how to create this really puffy prong setting for this cross pendant with the Rhino 3D software. Are you ready? Let's get started. That's starting from the scratch. I have the stone right here. You can download the stone at the description below. There will be a link for you to sign up newspaper, and there will be a link provided after that. So deciding how many pieces that you wanted to have on your cross. All the crosses in different ratio. This demo is not specific for any type of the cross. I just want to show you the setting for it. All right, so with this one, we need to kind of creating, this is a 4 prong setting. So I'm going to draw a rectangle on top of my stone and somewhere like this. After that, I need to adjust this rectangle. I wanted to have this roughly about this position. And then I wanted to explode them. And that's just using one of it. And I want to rebuild, make sure it's a degree 3. And the minimum for the degree 3 is you need to have 4 points. So let's click OK over there. We can delete the rest of them because we can just rotate and copy them. So with this one, I'm going to pick up the point, and depends on how low you want them to be to show the stone right there. Okay, so that is the curve. I actually want a curve to be a little bit shorter, and so we can blend it later on. So let's go ahead to pick up this one, and we are going to rotate it, snapping into the center. I want to copy equal yes, and on every 90 degree, that's making a copy here and copy here. All right, so with this copy, it's not connected, right? So we need to kind of blend it. So that's using the blend curve, and we want to blend it in between here to here. So it's nice and pointed, but also rounded here and here. The same thing going here and here, and here and here. Okay, so now that's join all of them. So this will be a closed curve. How are we gonna creating the surface? Let's go ahead to come into the top view, and we're gonna create a sphere right there for roughly about this size. Okay, and let me turn this one into the black colors, easier for you to see. And we are going to have the stone in the red color. So we need to have this curve going to this surface. So instead of using the projectile going into one direction only, we're coming into the perspective, and we're going to use the command for pull. And we're gonna pull this guy, he enter, to this surface, he enter. So now you got something like this. And with this curve is selected, we are going to trim in the one on the top. All right, so then we have something like this. It may not be 100% accurate, but it's pretty close if you have your curve close to the surface. The further your curve is to the surface, the more inaccurate it's going to be. So now with this one, I want to make it a little bit smaller and kind of inside of the shape. And then I'm going to making a copy, something like that. Depends on what is your thickness of it, right? So now I have 2 surfaces there. I'm going to creating the surface in between by using the blend command. So I'm gonna blend the surface in between, and make sure chain edge is equal yes. So we're gonna blend between here and here. So I usually like to move it right into the center, the endpoint here, or the quadrant there, and make sure they are aligned, and you hit enter, so it will be more regular. Now this is nice than hopping this on it, but if you feel like this is too bumpy, you can always kind of moving those bar, and so you can changing the thickness there. All right, so I'm going to click OK there, and that will be my setting. Ideally, if you have a hole on everything, it will make your render look nicer. The stone will be brighter too. So I'm going to join all of them. Now it become a polished surface. Then coming into the top view, I simply just want to make a cylinder, and so I can punch in the hole on the bottom right there. So this will be somewhere there. And I simply just want to Boolean difference this one out of this one. Okay, so I want to fit at the edges. So let's try something really small, even for the rendering, like 0.1, and hit enter, and I can click on here and here. So that will make rendering look nicer. All right, double check if this everything look all right to you, and if that does, let's go ahead to pick up this one, and let's group it. All right, for the cross, we can do is from here and moving up something like this. You need to have a good connection there for the casting, so make sure that it is a good connection, but it's not touching the stone. All right, if that worked for you, I will have this one and mirror using the vertex here to the top, those two using the vertex here to mirror from the bottom, and then those four simply just rotate with the copy. And maybe I need to have one more on the bottom, so this one, it's going to rotate to the bottom, something like that. All right, so this will be the cross for today's demonstration. You can add a bell and add the chain for the better rendering. How do you like this video? Leave in the comment below, let me know. If you like to see more of the stone setting for jewelry CAD design. And if you consider wannabe jewelry CAD designer, stone setting is one of the important elements for your jewelry CAD design. I have a stone setting course specifically talk about how to design 9 different type of a stone setting with all different shape of a stone. Check out my course at pjchaindesign.com for more detail. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.